G'day everybody, where's Wally here? Well, among the dozens of derps and awkward moments in today's Flat Earth School by Mitchell from Australia, I found one little gem that I thought might tickle everybody's point and laugh bone. Here, let's have a look and a listen as Mitchell gets all excited thinking that he's debunked the Earth's radius yet again. When will this boy learn?
Where is the calculation that ever comes out at 39.58 miles? It is not available to us. Maybe it's because of the equatorial bulge, do you think? 27 miles wider at the equator? Now this throws a bit of a spanner into the works, doesn't it? If you've got one radius of Earth being 39.59 miles, what happens at the equator when you're 27 miles wider? So are you telling me, globe believers, that you can derive a radius value when you don't have one single radius value on your globe? It's an oblate spheroid, 27 miles wider at the equator than the poles. So why are we always told that we have a radius of your globe?
Is he serious here? Is this a genuine attempt to debunk the globe, or is he joking? Sorry, before we carry on, I forgot this bit.
That one has never been calculated or measured, begging the question. And two, it can never be calculated or measured because you do not have one radius. If it is an oblate spheroid, if you take a step, that is a different radius to your presupposed spherical Earth than when you took the step backwards. When you're traversing the globe, you've got a different radius at each and every point.
Well, Mitchell, it seems you've done gone made a straw man.
Thanks, Wally, for confirming your understanding.
The problem is the globe side all know the radius is a maximum of 6,378.137 kilometres, according to the WGS 84, and a minimum between both poles of 6,356.752 kilometres. Now, Wiki claims these have been widely used in geodesy because they are accurate to within 0.5 of a millimetre on the Earth's ellipsoid. Gee, that's not bad going. Now, we actually account for the variation of the radius by, well, look, it's a bit in depth. How about you go and look up Thaddeus Vincenti? He is one smart dude, and I'm pretty safe in saying that this is way above your pay grade, Mitchell. Way above. Way, way above. How far above? Yeah, 10 to the minus 17 torr is about the pressure when we're that far above Mitchell's pay grade. So, Vincenti, he busts your straw man, mate. Sorry about that. We all know the radius varies depending on your latitude. That's just simple. Now, speaking of really smart cookies, Adam Meakin isn't. Well, look, he's pretty good for a flatty, and I do want to bend his ear, so Adam, don't take this all the wrong way, but I fear you messed up a little bit on this diagram. Let's beg the flat Earth baseline to start with, shall we? That's what the flatties do. Then that dubbo angle, you assumed it's correct at 33.8877 degrees. So you did some trig to work out the Sydney angle. But I'm assuming you had to work out the dubbo to the GP of the BSAT, didn't you? Well, I did, and I got 53,614 kilometres. To that, I add the 281.91 kilometres to get the Sydney to the GP distance of 53,896 kilometres. And now that makes the elevation angle to the BSAT-3 33.741, which in turn makes the difference only 0.146 degrees. That's only about 1/3 what you got, Adam. Whoops. Kind of funny how Kiwi and everybody just accepted it and didn't go and check it. I did. But the elephant in the room here is that flat Earth distance from Sydney to the GP of the geostationary satellite. That's 53,896 kilometres. Wow, how big is this flat Earth now, guys? That is 33,489 miles just to the equator from Sydney. And remember, the geostationary satellites must always be above the equator. So Sydney is not even halfway to Antarctica from the equator. That then makes the flat Earth disk has to easily be about 3 times.
So maybe it could be a bigger radius. Maybe we're still on a globe, but it just could be a bigger radius, a bigger globe, maybe.
So let's say 100,000 miles across, just to be generous to Flat Earth. Well, thanks Adam, thanks Mitchell. Seems like you've just made the world a much bigger place. Good job, guys. Good job. Keep it up.
This is not devastating for me at all. Yeah, I was wrong, and I can admit I was wrong. I'll eat a big piece of humble pie.